Hey, what is up guys, welcome to a Gold Squad featurette. In this video we're going to be looking at the Easter eggs in Gold Squad. First off, we're going to start at the end of Season 2 in the finale. Indiana says,
"It's too late. If it really is a sin to kill an angel, then I'll see every single one of you in hell."
This is a reference to the similar line in Rise of the Spartans, which was a huge inspiration for the series. In Season 2, Episode 7, Jack and Vanessa are reminiscing about old times. They make a reference to Red Squad, which was apparently in a canyon.
I joined because we would have died if we stayed with those idiots.
What? Red Squad?
Yeah, plus I hated staying in that canyon all the time.
This is a reference to the Reds in Blood Gulch in the very early seasons of Red vs. Blue. In Season 3, Episode 10, a character named Maverick is mentioned.
I wouldn't try talking to him, man. He's mute. What? Yeah, his name is Maverick. His vocal cords are busted. He can't talk.
It's also mentioned how Maverick is mute and can't talk. This was kind of an inside joke between me and some of the other people that worked on the show. Maverick was a friend of ours at the time of me writing that episode, and he would play Halo with us and he would body act for many of the episodes. He didn't actually have a mic for like an entire year, and we found it really interesting how we had no idea who he was or anything about him. But after about a year, he got a new mic, and the mystery and the magic kind of died. The entire existence of Merkon is actually an Easter egg. Merkon was originally supposed to be a corporation in another series that I was working on at the time called Fate. This series never came to be because I wanted to do Gold Squad instead, so I was like, hey, I'm just going to put Merkon in Gold Squad. Indiana's name has a very interesting backstory. Yes, it's the state that I'm from, but that's not why it's significant. I met Sam, the voice actor for Scout, in a broadcast class at my high school in my freshman year, right around the time that I started getting some real speed with the series. I heard his amazing voice over the announcements that we did every morning, and I thought, my god, this guy needs to voice act. It worked out really well because Sam was already really into Halo and was also super into Red vs. Blue. He had told me about a machinima series he tried doing a few years before that, about a character named Agent Indiana. He was really upset that it never came to be, and so I offered to make a character in Gold Squad called Indiana. It didn't end up being exactly like Sam had originally imagined because I had to kind of bend it to my story, but I think it's safe to say that he became a fan favorite. In Season 3, Episode 7, Scout is seen watching something that was also made in Halo 5. This was actually a series that Wayland, the voice actor for Scout, had made about a year prior. This series only lasted 5 episodes and was sadly deleted off of YouTube. Luckily, I still had an episode downloaded and I thought it'd be funny to put in the background. Speaking of Red vs. Blue references, in Season 3, Episode 10, 2 guards are seen standing outside of a clone generator. One guard turns to the other and asks, "Hey, you ever wonder why we're here?" This is blatantly an obvious reference to Red vs. Blue. However, I didn't include this just to make a reference to Red vs. Blue. I included this as a sort of middle finger to everybody who always said Gold Squad was a Red vs. Blue ripoff. In Season 2, Episode 10, the flashback episode of the original Demon Squad, 2 characters are completely Easter eggs. These 2 characters are Pierre and Sentry. They are both from a Garry's Mod series called Purple Team by Zuthar13. I was a huge fan of the series at the time, and I wanted to make an Easter egg. I even tried contacting the original voice actors for these characters, but they never got back to me. In Season 3, Episode 5, Backlash makes a reference to clone troopers from Star Wars. This was mostly just me being self-aware that the whole plotline of cloning soldiers is very similar to Star Wars, which is, I'll be honest, where I got the most of the inspiration for that from. I even have a whole Order 66 scene in Episode 10 of Season 3. The restaurant that Gold Squad goes to with Hemrix after the defeat of Oz in Season 1 was called Baker's Burgers. This is a reference to a presentation that I made in 8th grade in my college and careers class about a restaurant with the exact same name. The presentation was extremely dumb and pointless, enough to the point that I thought it would be a funny inside joke that I put in the series. However, I was the only one that knew that it was an Easter egg until now. In Episode 7 of Season 1, the loading screen sound from Star Wars Battlefront 1, the one from 2004, is heard as they zoom in on Merkon HQ on their TV. I mostly just added this in because I love that game and I thought it'd be a fun Easter egg. There's no real significance behind it. A couple times throughout the first season, Nintendo music is heard. This was going to be a running gag throughout the series, but quickly became a 2-time thing and never really happened again. The name of Exes is actually a reference to a Garry's Mod machinima that I made in the summer of 2015 about a Star Wars clone commander named Vexus who was on a recon mission. I always really liked the name Vexus, and I knew that I had to sneak it into Gold Squad somehow, and I had no idea that Vexus would end up turning into its own spin-off movie. Onyx was voiced by Rapid Prince 9, who was the first voice actor I actually ever met. Back when I began writing the show in early 2015, it was under a different name. It was called Misfits: An Unlikely Team. It featured similar characters, but was set in World of Warcraft. I made a YouTube video where I asked for any voice actors. Rapid Prince 9 was the only person who wanted to voice. After I canceled that original series, I told Rapid that I'd probably have him voice something later on. Finally, after 3 years, in early 2018, I got him to voice Onyx. He was very patient, to say the least. The prison arc in Season 3 was heavily inspired by the prison arc in The Walking Dead. I was never a big fan of the show, but I enjoyed that specific arc. I even make a blatant reference to it in Episode 7 of Season 3 when Onyx does the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing with the survivors. Alright guys, those are all the Easter eggs that I could think of in Gold Squad. I don't really remember if there are any others. There probably are because I put so many in that series, but if you guys find any others, be sure to put them in the comments down below. I'd love to see what you guys find. And yeah, thank you for watching guys. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, do all amazing stuff, and I'll see you guys in the future.